loves, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I thought I would just kind of keep it simple and easy. I am going to create kind of a daytime eye look, something that you can do really quickly every day, and then transition that into more of an evening eye. Like if you're going out and you just want to add a little bit extra something, I'll show you how to do that. I kind of like doing these shorter, quicker videos because I feel like, you know, we're all busy. We don't have time to be watching 30, 40-minute videos on how to do eyeshadow. So I'm going to try and keep it really simple, concise, and easy. So if that sounds like something you're interested in watching, just keep it right here. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do that. You can ring the notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload a video. You can also follow me on social media, Instagram and Twitter. Let's do it. For today's video, I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Los Angeles palette. BH Cosmetics is amazing, great quality shadows, really nice and inexpensive, which is great. They have this awesome travel series going on right now, so there's just a ton of different cities around the world that they're making these palettes that are inspired by that. So this one for Los Angeles in particular, just really fun, bright shades. We got some metallics, we got some neutrals. This first look, we're going to be using the shade Runyon Canyon, which is this brownish kind of shade here. And I'm going to be using this kind of smaller, flat shader brush here. I'm also going to be moving you guys in a little bit to my face. Okay. I wish this did have a mirror on it though. That would be nice, but that's okay. I'm going to use just another compact or something. So taking the brush and I'm putting some of that Runyon Canyon shade on there. You'll see, kind of looks like that. And I did prep my eyelids. I used a little bit of concealer, which is kind of my usual thing that I do. And I'm going to go ahead and just pat this right on this outer area. And I'm going to kind of just bring it upwards, almost like you're doing a wing, but with your eyeshadow. Hopefully you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. I'm always looking over at the viewfinder just to make sure it's not blurry or I'm in focus or whatever. Then I'm going to take a smaller, tiny little blender, grab a little bit of that Runyon Canyon shade on there, and then I'm also going to grab a little bit of the white shade that's in here called the Abbey, just to kind of lighten that shade a little bit. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend all the way across. Get in focused. Get in focus. And then blend up, creating that nice kind of lifted effect. Grab a little bit more of that Runyon Canyon. It's a good way to create kind of a lifted, that lifted effect. Then what I'm going to do is take a larger blender. I'm going to dip a little bit into that pure white shade, the Abbey, and I'm going to go right in between where that Abbey shade is, right here, and my eyebrow, and just going to help blend out that brown shade. And then I'm going to add maybe just a little bit more of that Runyon Canyon. I'm just going to kind of stamp it just right in the corner here. And just take your brush and just kind of drag it out a little bit. Back to that little blender. We're good to go. Now what I'm going to do is add a little bit of eyeliner. So I have a pencil liner here. This one is by Kokie Professionals. It's their 532 Velvet Smooth eyeliner in the shade Chocolate. I like using a pencil like this because what we're going to be doing is just kind of applying it roughly to the lash line. And then I'm going to be using a like an angled brush to kind of flick the end out and make it look like we did some super professional eyeliner wing, but we didn't really. So you don't have to be too precise with this just because these pencils are fairly creamy. So we'll be able to blend it out, don't worry. And then I'm just really going to apply a lot of this just kind of right in the corner here. Then I'm going to take this angled brush here and just kind of brush it out. You see, just kind of flick it out there with your brush. Then I'm going to take our bigger blender brush right here, dip a little bit into that white and brown shade, and just do kind of one more quick blend right towards the front of the eyebrow. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye real quick. Same thing what I just did here, and I'll be right back. Completed the other eye. What's nice about this look is it's super quick and easy to do, but it's nice in the sense that it's not too overwhelming to the eye because it's almost like a kind of a faux cut crease situation because we're not really applying any shadow right here, at least just yet. And using a brown eyeliner actually just really helps kind of lighten your eyes up a little bit. It's not as harsh as using like a black eyeliner, which I still definitely use that, but during the day I find that like a nice chocolate brown is kind of a nice contrast. So if you've never tried a brown liner or any other like colored eyeliner like a navy blue or even like a really pretty deep maroon shade, I encourage you to try that because it'll really kind of add a different look to your eyes and your overall face. All right, so for the evening eye, basically what I'm going to be doing is just filling in the negative space with a fun little pop of color. I'm going to be taking a clean, kind of flat shader brush like this. And since I'm wearing pink, I'm going to be going in with a pink shade on this Los Angeles palette. So this one in particular, the shade is called 90210. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and pack that on into that negative space. The only difference is I'm not gonna actually go all the way to the inner corner because I'll show you what I wanna do there in just a second. Pretty, pretty. Do that to the other side. All right, now that I have that applied, I'm gonna go in, just kind of wipe off this shader brush I've been using and go ahead and dip into the white shade in this palette, and I'm just going to apply that right in this inner corner here, and that's going to act as kind of like a transition shade to that pink and kind of act as a a highlighter. And you don't have to go too far in with it, but you'll see that it just kind of offers like a nice, nice highlight, makes it a little bit brighter. And then what I'm gonna do is take another small, tiny little, actually we'll just use the same one, tiny little blender here. And I'm just gonna dip a little bit back into the Runyon Canyon shade, the brown that we were using, and just kind of go back over the crease just to kind of help marry those two shades together. And then this next step is completely up to you. You don't have to do this, but I always love shimmer, so I have to do a little bit. There's this really pretty bright glitter here, a metallic called Sunset Boulevard, and then there's something here called the Hills, which is just like a lighter pink. So I think I might just use my finger. A lot of times that's just the easiest way to apply these metallic type shades. I'm gonna dip a little into the Hills, the lighter shade, and there's just like a little bit too of the Sunset Boulevard. Just a little bit on my finger here, and then I'm just gonna tap that over the pink area. And then I'm gonna go on the lower lashes here and just take kind of like a little angled situation here. And I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of Runyon Canyon, the brown mixed with the white. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, it's just really quick and easy. A couple of ideas for you guys just for your everyday makeup and easy makeup. And, you know, don't be afraid to mix like neutral colors with brighter shades or glitter or anything like that. I guess I want to say also, I am not a makeup artist at all. I just do things that I have found over the years that have worked well for me. Let's back you guys out. That have worked well for me. I mean, again, I'm not a professional. There are lots of professionals that are on YouTube and give you professional makeup tips. But I'm just hoping that if I can make your day go a little bit easier when you're doing your makeup for work or going out or whatever, then that's great. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting this channel. It means a lot to me. And I will see you in the next one.